Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Sounds like everything's working. Everyone, my name is Simos, and we are back with Metaphor We Fantasio. Now, today we're supposed to be delivering the head that we're, for the candidate, for the trial. What's it? Tournament of the Throne? Trial of the Throne? Something like that? Can't remember now. I am bad with memory. Anyways, we're here in Haven to hand in the head. And while we couldn't find luxurious lodgings, we make do with this, what looks like a farm shed. But it's time to sleep and wake up for the next day where hopefully nothing bad happens.
Look at that.
Good night.
I bet something will.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
You think the church would want her to confess her crimes? Make the church look bad. Make Forden look bad.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
And to be honest, this is the second time that's happened. Why did we trust him to do it again?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
Let's all stay calm.
Let's all stay calm, all right?
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What?
What?
What the hell?
My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Did you walk on him peeing in the toilet or something?
Is something the matter, Barden?
And you know what? This is the second time that's happened as well, where nothing bad happened.
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a ballet thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes.
And we should probably be with her, just in case.
To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
It seems unlikely. I really rather not. I intend to.
Yes, I intend to.
Because I'm gonna take over. Screw the old prince. My reign starts now.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
All right.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne.
What is up with that fat guy next to me? He's so huge. What was his name again? Jin? He looks like a baby. And then we got Wook behind us. Chess piece.
At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
Yeah, probably not.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
This already looks rigged to begin with.
Oh, it's a ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
Yeah, this is totally rigged. The old church synthesis.
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church. Better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus!
And next to her, a bunch of nobodies.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
What are the chances we're going to be fighting that?
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
Ah, don't be mean. She's trying.
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Yeah, like that guy over there.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
A giant fish? Was this a late entry?
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
Yeah, that's a totally a late entry. You must have just caught it just now.
A stand-up fellow, my good people. Strength and compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start. Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger! Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
And what exactly do you have?
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Is that a frickin' turtle?
Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
A turtle, maybe.
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down.
Oh wow, he's gonna get kicked off for sure.
Now, on to the next.
Oh my god, they are only entries. Where do you find a squid?
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea? Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering.
Still a late entry, but good for you, I guess.
Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Borden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
What are the chances that might not be the monster as well? Just a random giant squid. Even he's freaked out.
Borden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
By making the church a fool. It's fine.
It'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now.
Pagan assassin? I thought he was a pagan, but not assassin.
Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation.
Yeah, he failed.
Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
My name is Sullivan.
Where's the head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martyra? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
Ah, shut up, you. This is gonna be fun.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
Yeah, you only just met yesterday.
That's the infamous Heismay. The huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road. Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all.
Yeah, everyone shut up and let the lady speak.
You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd. Speak sense, woman.
Master Heisme is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Falden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Uh-oh.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
Okay. I guess we never had a chance for a final meal.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will.
I will. I promise.
Ooh. Even went for a stabbing motion, not a freaking beheading motion.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
We're gonna be enemies of the church today, aren't we?
Those crazy kids have done it again. What a show!
Only Dritty? Well, actually, it's less than that.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
Yeah, but we thought we were going for a criminal. Instead, we got a psychopath that just repented. Which doesn't make it any better, but still.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. It's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
Ah, it's you. Short stuff.
You are passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
Thank you.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
Fidelio and Basilio. I probably won't remember your names, but whatever.
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
So, were you just watching the whole time?
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
Yeah, aren't we the greatest? You should recruit us.
That was not our intent.
Shh, shut up. It's working.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
We only righted a wrong.
No. We only righted a wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
I think we done something. Whether it's good or bad, I don't know.
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Yeah, but he might hate us as well.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you? And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Oh.
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
He just left.
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
I'm sorry if you hear me sniffing.
What's so special about those fools?
Nose is a bit stuffy. Well, the sad is you might have brought shame to your race with that freaking turtle head.
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
Not done deal. It might be a trap.
It might be a trap.
Don't get cold feet now. We knew going in that any plan to win his favor would be dangerous.
I'm not getting cold feet. I'm just stating the truth here. The way he worded things doesn't exactly make me feel like he chosen us as a friend.
We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
He's certainly a fighter, isn't he?
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
It's in his gut runner, it's in his pocket, it's engraved on his body. Ooh. Knowing him, it wouldn't be in his gut runner. Because that would just make things tricky. It's in his pocket. It's engraved on his body.
Maybe he's engraved it directly on his body.
Yeah, somehow I doubt he'd literally carve incriminating evidence onto his skin. It'd be backwards in a mirror besides. It's more likely to be in his runner.
Okay, come on. That's a little too... a little too silly for you, Elise.
Do you really suppose it would be in the runner he uses even today? The incident was near a decade ago.
If anything, it would be in his pocket.
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Also, let's keep our mouths shut. Last thing we want is a messenger to walk in and he is plotting.
Joanna, a backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself.
I mean, she kind of did. I won't argue there.
Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith.
Boo!
After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
Yeah, but we already failed that by removing this, her head. I feel like if we try to prove it, we'll just get dismissed right away.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Okay, that doesn't seem too hard.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty.
That's deplorable.
The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
I bet he's gonna be the boss.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
And be prepared for when we show up with the royal scepter.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello, a word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
Judging by the lack of words, it sounds like the guy with the axe.
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this night prowler.
Okay, so we're definitely not on a schedule. Going there right away.
Let's hurry.
They should be on the edge of town, I heard. The ferryman should know how to get there.
Oi there! Well met, eh?
I saw your performance at the expedition. Why me? You're something else. Tavern folk just couldn't stop blathering on about you bringing the Sanctus rest as your mark. But framing a G for the crime is sure is nasty. Not so unusual, though, probably.
Well met, eh? Oi there!
Let's talk around town before we move on.
I'm just...
Ah, the informant.
Come again anytime.
Ah.
Oh, very nice.
Not a gloss at first, but paired with the ale, these seafood dishes are superb. I'm broke, so I planned to skip drinking for a while. But that silent song of sweet ale, man.
Hey, listen. Huh?
I'm glad. Is there something you need besides food? That's an easy one. Fish. In Haven, we found the most creative ways to eat them. We boil them, we fry them, and we even eat them raw. Doesn't hurt me none that they go great with ale and spirits. That said, some travelers get a little too brave. They tend to overeat and often make themselves sick. Not like that red-haired companion of yours shoveling them down her gullet. I'll keep an eye on her if I were you.
Huh?
Yeah, same. Haven, let me see. That's a tough one. Cause I could talk your ear off about this place. Well, maybe you heard it referred to as the City of Commerce. There's also a holiday called Forgiveness Day where all the stores offer discounts. The tradition originated here in Haven, don't you know? Something about tax collection during a bad rainy season. I've heard the details. All that aside, the city provides many forms of entertainment, whether it be gambling or the Coliseum. I know you candidates are just visiting, so may I take in the city while you can.
Huh?
Let's see, yes, some well-known candidates and notable sponsors have started coming. The tavern is always buzzing with talk about the next king. Ale and politics have very good mix, and there's trouble sometimes. But you know, it's a big deal when even the drunkards are speaking up for their country. So, in its own way, I think it's interesting. I'm sure you'll have your own share of burdens with it, but your best is all anyone can ask for.
Hey, listen.
I'm just incredulous.
Hey, have you heard the songstress Juna sing before? People love to talk about her looks, but they're missing the real appeal. Just listen to her, you'll understand. She sings and it's like charging into battle. Can't imagine what kind of life led her to sing the way she does. Nothing you or I can imagine. No, sir. Ah, when it comes to rainstorms, no city can compete with Haven. I'm drenched to my core. That's Haven pride, it is. Haha.
Just can't stand it.
Lovely.
Wonderful. Rain. What am I gonna do?
You're gonna interview me now?
Stop!
You're the one for the expedition, aren't you? Good work on covering that scandal. Boy, candidate exposed Church's dark side. The headlines write themselves. Which is actually a huge problem. Do you have any idea how busy I've been trying to cover up this incident? You bastard. Covering it up.
That sky looks proper angry.
Hey,
That's the night prowler, apparently.
Wonderful.
Can I spoil the rest of the town before I go there?
What am I gonna do? Eh? Rain. Oi. Oi. Right then.
Alright, let's see. Oh, there's a gold beetle. There's like gold beetles are starting to show up more and more. I'm tired to look up at the sky and seeing that frowny face. Why did he come all the way out here for anyway? Keep an eye on the candidates or some such. Well, you sure don't look happy with them. Maybe you're right.
Yeah? How grand? No.
You there?
Hey now, it's the wee man, haha. You did quite well for yourself at the expedition, didn't you?
Hey.
You're not opposed to an elder like Solvin dragging the church through the mud, I mean? Not my place to put walls around people cause of tribe, status, or region. You never know to look at me, but I study at the Mage Academy, and I'm not open about it, but I can't say I trust the church. Thought I'd spend the rest of my days alone with no one to rely on, but you know what? I think you might be able to change that, even if only a little. Hey, I heard about the expedition. You resolved the Matira case nicely. Needless to say, I'm impressed. What a claim to make. That you need anyone in need. Help anyone in need. What's your point? That's right. Great to hear. Lots of places in need of assistance near the city, you know? With all the monsters roaming about. But the Garcia Forest, where we used to be able to harvest fruit. Or the Forsaken Tower to the north, which is a monster nest now. Of course, the military doesn't want these missions to be slapdash operation, but the city's needs come first. What I'm hinting at is that we need a proper grateful for someone like you to lend us a hand. Okay, I'll do your chores when it opens up.
Hello.
So you know the candidate everyone's talking about. I see you parked your runner a ways from here, hey? Smart. Look there, that runner's owned by the UES supporter, Goldell, and right next to it, none of the Gileacs of all people. Why would he park next to Goldell? Good point. It's a little unnerving to see them next to each other. Maybe they got some sort of rivalry going. Yeah, I bet one of them's gonna rig the airship to not work. Gotta want it to not work.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm probably need to buy that information. Any... Yep. I know you. Best not get close to the church if you know business there. The Sanctus bloody loathe you after what happened at the expedition. Can't say I blame them given their position. But tribes and churches, well, we sailors never much cared. As long as the candidates got strength, we're behind them. And to show you I'm not just all talk, it ain't much, but take this. Thank you. And you're right. Blessings, I probably cost an arm and a leg now. Sorry, did I say blessings? I mean purification. Right, Quinky, seeing you here again. How about you fess up to whatever you're planning? Oh no, plans to speak of. If anyone's plotting something, it's Blairhaven's army. You got anything up your sleeve? And where'd you get that idea? Listen, I'm warning ya. You try to sneak a rat into Lord Luis's gun runner, and we'll have this grizzled little head on display in front of the church. Just like in the expedition. Ugh. Hell have no fury like a storm in Blairhaven. Surely the shopping can wait till it's past. Look up, Buttercup. We're on here long, and it will take more than a little rain to keep me from your accessories.
Dreadful.
Well met, eh?
Then we got the shopping, and then the Colosseum, and then we can head to the place. Luckily, I don't need to buy anything new.
What's this? Yeah? Thank you kindly.
Welcome. What is it?
Well, you got nothing to say. Also, no discounts, and it's storming today. That's weird.
Now, Luis.
What is it? What is it?
Awful weather.
Anything new here? The bounty's open.
Welcome.
We're doing the expedition cleanup right now. Contract's on hold for a bit. Not for you, but there's nothing else. Everyone can use a night out, but when maglet depletes, the soldier must fight with a weapon. Theory practice can separate life from death. I have the soldiers trained in weapons with this in mind. But these days, many of them are shipped off to battle before they even have the time to train. We had to check the rankings. I should be on that friggin' stone by now.
Isn't that... Let's see...
Ah. Not even like a pimple.
Now what am I to do? I guess it's over then. You, hang on.
Hey,
That's the one from the exhibition.
it's that elder everyone's been talking about. Heard what you did in Expedition, kid. Not bad for a filthy elder. Keep it up at the next one. Can't say I like how he said it, but at least people are starting to cheer us on, I guess. Yeah. The rain remains as pleasant and oppressive as ever, and yet for us pagans, it's days like this that brings us the most peace. I wonder if it's raining in our homeland too. Alright, to the Colosseum. That's new. Say that the church sees them as heretics. This seems like a pretty serious topic for the Mastari. I bet as an elder you can sympathize. I think we're gonna be friends with him. Or at least fight him once, then be friends with him.
Hey there!
I think we're still missing like one or two. No Will Hawkins here. I'm gonna Colosseum, sorry, but with awful weather like this, we can't run any fights. Damn weather, terrible for business. Hope the quiz up soon.
Do you need something?
Okay, nothing new there. Alright, time to go to the Night War. Night Plower. Wait, what? Damn it.
Was that?
Did you hear that? Sounded like someone's moaning in pain. Really overdid it this time. Hey, you there. You don't happen to have a medical herb on ya? Got my ass kicked in the Colosseum.
Hey.
No, little precious. Just kidding.
God bless you.
Oh, thanks heavens. You just became my best friend. And then it just goes up by one. It still hurts a little, but it's alright now. Thanks for the small miracle. No one else was willing to help me, even though I was suffering. You're the only one. So please take this reward. Thank you. Even though he was creating all the pain, no one in the Colosseum paid him any attention. Glad we helped. The rating should have went up by one. Or down by one.
That's your right.
Alright, to the nap bar.
Need to be careful now.
You must be the people those brothers were talking about. Climb aboard. What's with all these markings? Are children writing on the floor? No, this was like a seedy bar. Oh yeah, seedy indeed. Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters? Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at my big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in to make some points for my own life.
You got a lot more words than I thought you would.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
Uh-oh.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
Got everyone in need. To treat all tribes equally. I don't want to be king. I help anyone in need. I treat all tribes equally. I don't want to be king. I treat all tribes equally. Help anyone in need. I don't know if this guy is going to be able to tell, you know, if I'm lying or not. I mean, they're all truthful, but the truth is, I'm not trying to be king. I treat all tribes equally. Help anyone in need. I don't want to be king. Gotta be very picky with this answer. I treat all tribes equally. Help anyone in need.
I'd help anyone in need.
Meaning what exactly?
It means he's even willing to save someone like me.
You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I'm at Master Luis's power. I don't like Forden or his church. I'm in love with Juna.
I'm actually in love with Lady Juna.
No, well, my condolences.
Out of your league, chum.
I dare say you both speak from the sting of experience.
And you speak like a man with a death wish. Whatever. You got some brass tea, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. You're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
Wow, I was expecting to get himself soon.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the King's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments and, well, you know how that ends.
Oh. Is he the one making humans?
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
Yeah, but sneaking in is not gonna be easy when they know all our faces.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Unfortunately, I don't think Heismer can do it. They've seen him.
Wait, me?
I mean, they seen you too, but you're small. They'll never notice.
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
Okay, but they might question her absence if they're smart enough.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
This is not gonna go well.
Where?
So,
Let's save here.
Hello there.
I'm gonna go to the Warship Harbor. That's no place to visit after a piss up, but alright. Find yourself and climb aboard.
Incredible.
Wow, it didn't hit me until we got right up close to it. This wonder really is huge.
Hey!
Boy, over here. Keep your heads out of the clouds, will you? Will ya?
Sam!
Your bumpkins can fawn over the charter so you want later. You won't be flying for a good while anyway. What, with the Suri and all? Suri, what's that? Hey, boss, how about you don't go telling them anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now follow me. I'll give you the grand tour. Oh, and a friendly warning. Be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. Got it? And, you know, it would have been best if we hide Gallica. I guess not. Let's try about making threats. We'll see on his good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, eh? Lord Luis is in the reception room, and you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
You little...
Size of Luis's sky wonder is ridiculous. Ludicrous. And he parks it in the middle of the Warship Harbor like there's bloody names on it. Listen, mate, you ain't wrong, but you gotta let this one go. You never know who might be listening. Once the expedition is over, they'll pull out and it'll all blow over. You can't just park there.
Check this out.
Wait, we got a vomit here? Oh, you can tell this is gonna be a dungeon.
At last.
We have to seize the first foothold for infiltration. Soon enough, Luis will be within our grasp.
If I may.
Although comes through here an awful lot. You know, don't you? One of Luis's faction candidates. Sometimes he gets his beast of a dog with him too. It's hard to see a man with a temper like his with a pet. But when you know it, he's sweet on that dog. Somewhere at the bottom of his black heart, he thinks that dog's cute or something. Strangest thing you ever did see.
Indeed.
Nothing wrong with a man and his dog. This one a bit is more in common with a castle than a carriage. I can hardly imagine what its interior must be like. Oh, I expect it to be fancy. Oh, that's more. Why did I think it was, You know what, never mind.
Understood.
It's impossible to discern how much trust the brothers will afford us. Keeping our guard up around them will be crucial.
Got it.
And here we are, guarded.
I'm leaving.
Don't wander off. Until we get used to it, this place can be a real maze.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, there's so many soldiers here. I suppose we shouldn't expect as much from Luis's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched.
Well,
Like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out. But we're on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall.
And yet...
Yeah, we're already in battle position.
What you need?
You're the new guy. Hang on a minute. You're new there. Well, ain't that a rare sight. Just do your level best, alright? We ain't shy about casting you off those who are strong enough to keep up. So be sure you pull your weight, you hear? Alright. I got Commander. Move all allies to the front row and increases their attack by 2 ranks for 3 turns. That's actually not bad. But that means everyone has to be in the back row to start.
hello there.
Did you hear about what happened at the expedition? Some elder kid showed up for them, they say. Apparently, Lord Luis loved it. The kid's going places, I can tell you that.
You're not serious.
Look at...
Damn, is it true? Did Godel really show up to the expedition with a head of a human in hand? Yeah, but the head was so small that hardly anyone noticed. Makes you wonder what the hell the point was.
Hey!
It's you, I saw the expedition. You put on quite the show, eh? You really gave those Sanctus what for. And you're one of us now, aren't ya? Well, cheers to new friends.
I
Oh, you're the elder candidate that's been hearing about. Harry, Lady Joanne likes you too. She's taken her claim on some kid even though she's already with Lord Luis. Damn, Lady Juna's got stamina to spare. Don't phrase it like that, please.
What now?
Let me just, Well, that's interesting. Am I gonna get a fishing rod? We'll stick with this and get it to rank 9, then go back to Seeker.
Got it.
The reception room is on the top floor. This lift will get you there.
What in the...
What was that? Happens to everyone. That's some sort of magic-controlled locking mechanism?
Yeah.
It keeps a suspicious element out, you know? Like the bastards pretending they're grunts when they're actually assassins.
I see.
Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around.
Yeah.
Yep, there's different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. You wanna walk free around the runner? Then you're gonna have to move up the ranks a little bit. Don't tell him that.
Evidently.
Keys are only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Navigating this place might prove difficult without those in a position. We will need to acquire them then. Oi, already trading treacherous whispers amongst yourselves, eh? Quit the gossip and get on already. Yes. Treacherous gossip.
Oh, nice.
Much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we're inside the gut runner. Quit looking around so much. Now, what have we got here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are our new recruits. Wow, you're big. So that's all it took, eh? A little short expedition. Used to be you had to prove yourself before you could stab the countsman.
No.
They got Lord Luis's approval. If that's not enough for you, I keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What, these peasants? Against me? Please, I'm a bloody surgeon. We could settle this way here right now. They'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out, Sanev. Get your ass back into your post. That's an order.
Understood?
Just get this through your tiny heads. Powers everything around here. It'll be 3 days at most till you run home, tails between your legs.
Seriously.
You just gonna stand there, or you gonna move? Come on.
Here.
And this would be Lord Luis's quarters? Just the reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
Alright.
Lord Luis is waiting inside. Enter.
Hey,
That's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Be careful. Lots of sharp eyes around. I'll try. You'll stay safe too. See you soon, I hope. Hey, where's that ferry going?
A beautiful city, Haven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks? I need ask little else.
1 second.
Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come. Here we go.
He's testing us. What should I ask? So, are you and Juna? What's your plan against Forden? Did you kill the royal family?
So, are you and Juna an item?
All this way, and that is what you ask for.
You watch your damn mouth with Count Louise.
She stood before me, my guard's spear points at her throat, and declared that if I did not care for her voice, I was free to kill her. And so she sang.
That she would be so reckless.
Surely you've heard her yourselves. Her voice is remarkable, yes, but it is her boldness that intrigues me. Needless to say, she stands at my side.
That is actually suspicious, not gonna lie.
It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
What's that?
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Ew.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. It might take off a whole limb.
Uh-oh.
You hesitate. Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
Means we have no choice.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Well, you guys gotta do it too.
Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
I wonder how Gaga's search is going.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Louise as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide! Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming? Figures they'd show up now. Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
And she hid a book.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters. We thought in case you needed.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
Uh-oh. Well, not really uh-oh, more like... Well, chicka wow wow.
You mean, idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again? A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big, and now I know where it is.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
There you go, Gallica.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
That would make sense. And the soiree will be held at a luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning this Iswana are bound to have duties in town that day. But that means we can only do it on that day. We can't do it any other day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time?
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
No, that's a terrible plan.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
Well, Heisman would work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
What? But I'm supposed to be at the party.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
That is the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
What do you think? It would be risky as a mere solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
You'll be in more danger than I.
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
Well, Nearest, I think we have to awaken you.
That reminds me.
I can't trust 3 people to handle Luis. Well, I'm on his gut, I wanna. Sorry, everything. By the way, do you remember the man we met in Luis's Gutner corner? Gutner winner? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
Ah, he was rather full of himself. Yes, Sergeant Stanif, wasn't it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of the sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We can talk in more detail in the morning.
Got it?
The success of our infiltration depends entirely on our preparations after tomorrow. Don't worry, as long as we work together, we'll find a solution. The songstress has been in Luis's private chambers? Not that I would judge her, I suppose. Anyway, the operation begins tomorrow. Rest well tonight.
May I speak?
The day the prince's awakening may be nearer than we realize. Let's make our preparations before that soiree.
Look at that.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Now, starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route to Luis's private quarters. The issue is those in charge of each area, the one that's holding the keys. It would seem to make a formidable lineup. What should we do? Maybe the simplest option is our best option. Get them alone, beat the key from them, and push forward. Okay, but if we're doing this today, that's bad, because they can just tattle on us.
Even so...
If we mean to attack, a short decisive Kana is in order, or if they call for reinforcements, we may not fare so well.
Yes.
U.S. subordinates have attained their rank through martial prowess. If we win their pride, negotiation may still be on the table. This is a new challenge. We're not strong enough yet. Let's take precautions.
We have to prepare first.
Yeah.
Right. A new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the like, or we may end up over our heads. Okay, so we need to find out the weaknesses.
Then...
Maybe we could dig up some dirt through an informant. Who knows? They may have a weakness we can exploit.
Got it.
Well then, before we can secure our route to its quarters, it sounds like we need to do some digging the day before the soiree. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this sounds like a terrible plan.
Let's focus. Let's head there.
Right, I think I'll wrap things up for today. As much as I continue, this is clearly an awkward time. And best handled with a more focused energy. Because right now, we're entering a very delicate situation that I could easily mess up. So I need to think about what to do. I gotta do these two, which are at the same dungeon, so that's not too bad. I have to grab every crest I can, and looks like there's multiple, including one that has a bonding next to it. That's a lot of quests. Maybe doing some of these quests would actually unlock details about each sergeant or whatever.
Where to?
If I go to world map... Okay, there's nothing new here, so that's good.
Where to?
And... nothing newish here. So it's just around this area. Good. Alright, I hope everyone enjoyed. Please tune in next time as I try to figure my way through this conundrum. See ya.